diving into the wonderful world of digital detox and the incredible benefits of embracing a new hobby like indoor gardening. Joining us today is Lee Saunders from Plant Life SA. Now tell me about this wonderful world that has just sprung up in the last 2 to 3 years.
We found that in the last 2 years since COVID, the intake of plants has actually trebled. It's gone absolutely, it's a culture.
Yes.
Something that people absolutely love. So I would definitely agree with you with that.
So Lee, I know that plant people have a motto that goes, is it plants make you happy or
yes, plants make you happy.
Plants make you happy.
Yes.
Tell me how you've seen this in terms of your clients and your customers, the joy that they get from plants.
You know, it's not only just a normal regular plant that you buy and you display and you put it in your home. A lot of people get personal gratification from taking a plant baby and watching the leaf grow.
Yes.
It's an accomplishment. It's like pregnancy for plants.
Tell me about the different plants that you have here. I've spotted some delicious monsters, which are one of my favorites, but tell me about the different variants you've got here.
I have a couple of philodendrons. So this one is one of my dark leaf philodendrons. It's a cross. It comes from Ecuador, and it's called the Philodendron Splendid.
Okay.
So that one is a beautiful dark leaf one. If you like something with a little bit more strappy leaves...
It's beautiful.
This one is the normal pedantum, but it's actually the narrow form.
Yes.
So this one also comes from Ecuador. This is a very interesting philodendron. The more heat you give this plant, the more specks it actually makes for you. So it's heat activated.
Okay.
My most popular plants at the moment is my syngoniums. Syngoniums is very hardy. You can't really kill them, and you can put them anywhere in your house.
I was about to ask you, you're saying you can't really kill them. You know, people that don't do well with plants are called, they have black thumbs, right?
Yes.
They're called black thumbs.
Yes.
How do you go from having a black thumb to a green thumb?
You know, I did find that working with plants, if you've got the right substrate, for example, I use cocoa,
what is Englishly? What is
okay. So it's basically your substrate is your potting soil.
Oh, okay.
There's different things that you can plant your plant in.
Yes.
If you use something like a cocoa bark, it's a pH neutral. So if you have a lot of hard water chemicals in the water, it basically will absorb it. It prevents root rot in your plants.
Okay.
Also slow release the water, so this is something that I really love putting in all my pot plants.
Now, I know that you've got a personal story in terms of how plants have impacted your life and your mental well-being. Do you mind sharing that with us?
Totally. I actually come from the health and wellness industry.
Okay.
I've worked in spas, I've been product trainer in the cosmetic industry, and then in 2018, I dropped in my office and I had a massive seizure. So it was quite a shock. I'm not ill, I'm not an ill person, I've never suffered from headaches, anything like that. So after a couple of tests, after 2 years, it came out that I have seizures. It's a conversion disorder.
Okay.
And the reason why I get it is my brain gets overloaded.
Okay.
So people that's sensory sensitive or people that get overstressed. It's basically brain burnout. Your body just decides what will work now or what not.
Okay, so it's that overstimulation.
Overstimulation. And I found, well, working in hotels and corporate jobs, that working with the plants, I have no stress. They pitch for work, I can water them maybe tomorrow, nothing will happen with them. But I found it very calming, soothing when I work with plants.
Speak to me about propagating.
Okay.
So that when your plant has got tons of leaves like that, you can actually use it to make another baby plant.
Yes. So I'll show you 2 types of propagations. That plants that are really ready. So you get your normal. This is called the Scindapsus or pothos. This one's the silver yarrow. So as you can see on the vine, it actually has little aerial roots.
Okay.
So it means if you cut it underneath and you stick it in soil, it will root.
Where do you cut, though? How do we know where to cut?
Just underneath.
Okay.
Just underneath it, because this is where the root will actually grow from.
Is that what's also known as a node?
A node is something else.
Okay.
So for me, easier to explain it to you. So we'll do it from the back of this plant. Okay, so that little aerial root is basically these aerial roots that I've shown you. And then on the petiole, which is the stem of the plant, you'll find that you have a little nubbin.
Yes.
There we go. There it is. As long as you've got an aerial root and your little nub on there, you can just cut at the bottom.
Okay.
And then you can put it in water. Do you want to propagate it?
Yes.
Should we
Tell
do
me what to
this?
do.
Okay. So I'm going to do the top cutting. You don't want a little aerial root, so we are going to be very generous, and I'm going to chop it right underneath. Okay. So this is actually a variegated Monstera that reverted, so it doesn't have much colour in. But on here, in the underneath.
Oh, you say that is variegated, and
It used to be
variegated means it's got
variegated.
the white speckles in, which is
Yes.
something similar to the ones in print.
Yeah, so this
Okay.
one lost its actual colouring.
And why would that happen?
Depending on where the node is, where you cut it, you can see a colouring.
Yes.
So some nodes, depending when the leaf turns and it comes out, on that node where you cut it, the more colour it has, the more colour it will give you. So it's not always every node's going to have colour in.
Okay.
When you cut it, so you have to look for the right and the
Yes.
perfect nodes.
It sounds like they're just as moody as we are. I love that. Okay, what do we do in terms of planting?
Okay, do you want to cut one?
Okay, sure.
You can chop one right
there?
at the bottom, yes.
Okay.
There we go.
Over there or
Yes.
above?
No,
Underneath?
underneath.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
There we go. Okay, so this one went into the soil, so that's great. You can always pop them into the soil. That's yours.
Okay.
And now you can put it in water. Just make sure that this callus is over, so you can give it about 30 minutes if you want to pop it in water, and it's beautiful. You can just put it on your kitchen counter like this.
That is absolutely sensational. Thank you so much. Jay and Justin, please join us.
There we go.
A little ecotherapy. This is amazing.
You see the plant I just propagated.
Well
Do you guys have
done,
plants in
Z.
your house?
So many.
you?
I have
Well done.
huge ones like that reach the ceiling because I love them. They are my children.
Absolutely, and with the social media age and the digital age, your spaces have got to look aesthetic, right? And what better way to do that than with a beautiful plant behind you? Thank you so much, Justin. You've all been absolutely wonderful today. You've given us all these pearls of wisdom. But the one last message you want to leave with our viewers today?
You know, Z, it's about pearls. String the pearls. It's one at a time. You know, whether it's a bit of ecotherapy, making that choice about the plant, whether it's the choice about getting a pull notification rather than a push notification, it's make those micro changes because they're going to add up to a far better you.
I love that, and make them intentionally. Remember that taking a break from our screens doesn't mean disconnecting from the world. It can in fact be an opportunity to reconnect with the natural world, cultivate mindfulness, and find joy in the simple pleasures of nurturing indoor plants. It's been an absolutely wonderful show, and we can't wait to catch up with you next week. Don't forget, our repeat is on Sunday at 8:30 a.m. Stay safe and see you next week, Tuesday. Bye.